Yo, 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 what's up, what's up, what's up? It's Steffi,
Benzo.
Nick.
and welcome to the Smoke Break Podcast presented by Popcorn Films. Today we got a special guest, good little brother of mine. I call him Antonio Wayside.
What's up?
Local engineer, best studio in the world, best man I've been going to for like 6 years, bro. How you feeling?
I feel incredible.
Yes. Y'all might gonna see that. I'm gonna see this in like, I think it's gonna be in like 2 weeks or next week or 2 weeks or so. But happy Easter to the ones that do watch this, you know.
Yep.
It is
Happy
420
Happy
today.
Easter, boy.
And it is 420, so
you know.
let's spark one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Special day for us right here, for the smokers, you know. If you listen to this, watching this, hope you sparking one too, bro. Every time I hope you sparking one for real. But, yeah, bro. I know you don't spark and shit, but you got the drink with you.
Drinky drink.
Yeah.
I mean,
You
I'm
know?
smoking shouting though. I'm smoking shouting.
You know, the Geek, I'm assuming.
Yeah, the Geek Bar.
Geek Squad.
The Pulse.
You know?
I used to use the basic Geeks. I used to
No
use like
vapes.
the standard joints. Nah,
No vapes.
you got to get the Galaxies.
I got you in a second, my
Got
boy.
stars
Nick.
on the side. of it.
straight.
And it's crazy that they have like different versions now, you know.
Yeah, man. It used to not be this elaborate. You know, I remember they used to have puff bars back in the day. That's when I got activated. You know what I mean? But Geek Bar took over.
Yeah, bro. I can only imagine how much money came in within the last few months of that shit, man.
What?
But,
Or I went to a tobacco store. That joint was like $34. I said, damn.
damn.
Tax.
34.
God damn, what's the average price for it?
I mean, now it's like $25.
All types of flavors, man. My man's Nick, he be going crazy with the flavors, bro. Like, I don't think at one time I had the same flavor from this man. He's always, bro. He the critic of the flavors, bro.
Yeah.
You know.
Type.
Yeah.
You gotta try everything, bro.
Yeah, and then
Make sure you like it.
go to your studio. You got the guy downstairs, bro.
Oh yeah, my good man Larry. Shout out Tobacco Variety. That's where I get all my tobacco products. But yeah, man, I don't know. I'll be switching it up. Like me personally, I'll like go with a fruit flavor. Then I'll go to an ice minty kind of flavor. Then I'll go back to a fruit flavor. Then I'll go back to a minty flavor. So you know what I'm saying? That's just me.
The minty ones, they be getting to me. I'm definitely the fruit flavor guys, but when you hit that mint and that joint, it's like a menthol. And you go down, you're like, damn, bro.
Sometimes you need that. Like when I'm a little drunk, bro.
Smoking Newports out of a box.
That is insane.
Yeah, nah.
No sir, no ciggies. Can't do it, man. That's all I need. You know what I'm saying? Keep my breath right. You know what I mean? I ain't got to worry about offending somebody with halitosis.
You be locked in your studio, you know.
right.
Engineering that shit up. You can just hit that joint real quick.
Yeah,
get
you got
locked
to worry
back
about the smoke
in,
going
bro.
underneath the door, you know, bothering tenants and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's a cool,
Yeah.
calm situation. It's
Yeah.
very, very calm.
So how long you been doing this studio stuff for?
How long have I been doing the studio stuff? Whew. From like the very beginning?
Yeah. For the jump.
Man, I think I was like 15 years old when I really wanted to like get activated. I wanted to be an artist just like everybody else. You know what I mean? Like I really wanted to make music, and you know, I'm a small town dude, but I was like, I want to live like that too. You know, you see all the rappers in the music videos like baddies, bread, millions, cars.
Diamonds?
Sounds nice. I would like that. So, you know what I'm saying? I started making music, got shit popping on SoundCloud. My mom's helped me invest in my own little studio situation, little home studio setup, just how most people start. You know what I'm saying? I'm making music through high school. Steffi, you know. And
The Gucci guy.
yeah, oh my god. Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Bringing up good times.
Back to the shed.
The Gucci guy had to make this. Yeah, we came a long way from that. But yeah, man, I met my first mentor. His name was Gerald Poe, and he kind of like made me get a little bit more serious. He was like, "Yeah, okay, like you can rap, that's cool, but like what else can you do? Like, you know, if you want to be competitive, you gotta have like 3 skills." So he gave me an iPad, man, and he was like, "Yo, make me 5 beats in a week." I didn't get to see him in like 2 weeks, but by the time I seen him, I made like 12 complete songs, like on my own beats. I rapped on them, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know how to like mix. I didn't even know what mixing was at that time, but I was just like, I'm for real about mines, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's when I got started. And then I went to college after that. The only reason why I really went to the college was because they were building a state-of-the-art music studio on the campus, and it was told to me that I would damn near have full access whenever I wanted to this studio. So I'm like, what? A chance to do it for real? Say less.
Yeah, not for real.
And you know, I sharpened my sword in that room for a couple of years. Left college, came back home, set up a music studio at my grandparents' house. So unfortunately, my grandparents recently passed away. Or
Sorry
at
to hear
that
that.
time,
Rest in peace.
at that time,
Yeah.
and they left me and my brother their house. So I set up a studio in their house. I was doing sessions for like $20 an hour, $20 an hour, and I was working jobs, and I got tired of working jobs, and I met William Bowser, and you know, took off from there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I want to go back to, you said college, right?
Yeah.
You said if you never saw that opportunity to work at that place in your college, that you would probably, you know, would you still have gone to college if the opportunity wasn't there?
To be honest, yeah, I was dating this girl at the time, and I don't know, it was my first love, you know what I mean? And wherever she was going, I'm going.
Yeah,
you know
for
what
sure.
I mean? So
But God did his job though, and
God
he gave
came
you that
through.
opportunity. I'm pretty sure you probably learned a lot of shit working there that probably helps you nowadays to where you are now, and you know.
yeah, man,
Like I
I think
said.
it was like, you know, just putting in the work, you know, like building up the muscle memory, doing the exercise, you know what I mean? Like just every single day being in the studio, working the software, learning something, getting the experience, and it all adds up to a sum at the end of the day. All those hours, they add up to a sum of experience. So,
100% for everything, honestly, bro. I mean, if you put the work in, you're going to get something back from it.
Yeah.
So,
A lot of
that's
people
right
like believe in like the 10,000 hour rule.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you like put 10,000 hours into one particular craft or skill or just anything, then like that's how you get to a level of what do they call it, mastery or expertise.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that was always important to me. You know what I mean? I always like try to do my due diligence and try to put in my 10,000 hours so I can say, hey, I'm actually good at this.
Yeah. Between that time of you starting in your grandparents, you know, house, so now, have you hit the goals that you wanted to hit when you was 15? Obviously, you have more goals that you want to hit, like everyone's do. But have you accomplished some of the stuff that you know?
You said from my grandparents' house
Yeah,
to
till now. Yeah, you know, because you know that's a big dream, you know. So like, what are the top 5 biggest goals that you have hit between now and then?
Yeah, I always wanted to work with a major label signed artist, and it was crazy because at the time, like my favorite DMV rapper was Zan, man. Shout out to Zan, you know what I'm saying? Bang would do hard. I got to work with him, and I was just like, dang, like who would ever thought like me, like just working at a studio, like I would actually like get to work with somebody that's big, signed, and their music like really like is making an impact on the culture. Yeah. So just being able to do that was like a big goal for me, because like, you know, where I'm from, it just seems unattainable.
No, for
you know,
sure.
when you shoot for the stars, it's like, why are you shooting for the stars? You need to shoot for that rent being paid next month. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was a big accomplishment. Then we did a song that like really got numbers and got us a plaque. I believe it did like damn near 50 million streams, but it was all over the radio. So like being involved with a record that was like on the radio all the time, getting us a plaque, you know, getting us a like an award to a degree. Like that was a big accomplishment for me as well. Just last year, I've been working. Shout out Kevo Hefe. I just worked with Kevo Hefe, and he got me on Billboard by myself. You know what I mean? It's not.
There you go.
It's not like getting a bone from the OG. Like, hey man, you're here at my studio.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you worked on it because you work here, so you know here you go. Like nah, like me and Kevo like really did that outside the studio, Wayside, and really charted on Billboard and pulled substantial numbers on that record, Daddy Friend.
Yes,
You know, it's
sir.
like, dang, like I made this in my studio.
Shout out
And
Kevo,
you got
bro.
Paris
That's tough.
Hilton
That's
reacting
tough.
to it.
You got endless stars making TikToks.
Yeah, I was saying we had
That
Paris
was
Hilton react
crazy.
to it. What's my girl name? Dang, I'm pulling a blank.
Bobby, that
Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish.
Billie
did it.
Eilish reacted to it.
Okay.
Lizzo reacted to it.
Sheesh.
So I'm like, what? Ain't nothing better than a bad bitch with a buddy friend. Fuck you talking about?
No,
Shout out Kevo Hefe.
Nah, for real.
Shout out Kevo, boy.
Let me just slide into position real quick.
Yeah, that was a really big accomplishment. Also, you know, you hit number 13 on the iTunes charts, and that was another big accomplishment for me. Cause it was
Nah,
like,
me too, bro.
we've made so many records, and you mind if I tell them the genesis, the beginning?
Yeah.
We started in this dude's shed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I brought all my equipment and like my 1999 Ford Explorer. We in Benzo's shed and we're making music and, you know, smoking up and like, we just, you know what I'm saying? We was just being kids with the times. But now look at us. We stayed diligent and now like you're an indie artist and I was a small time engineer and it's like, wow, we made charts together.
Nah, for real, bro.
Just staying down. So it's like, that was a big accomplishment for me too. Cause like, damn, anybody can do it.
100%.
Stay down till you come up.
Stay down, bro, because, man, I can say at that one point, I had doubts about myself, and now you talking about it makes me realize now, like, damn, I really did do that shit, bro. Like, shit, you know, and that's only the start, bro. No, I'm aiming, like you said, aiming for the stars. Yeah, we got to aim for that rent at the end of the month, but damn, I'm going to do both. What the fuck I mean, you know?
Hell yeah.
Shit.
I mean, shout out to my first mentor, man. He told me a lot of game. First thing he told me was, if you want to sell music, your record gotta make me want to do one of three things. Your record has to make me... I can cuss on you, right?
Yeah, you do your thing.
Of course.
All right, cool. So your record gotta make me want to dance, fuck, or think. If your record doesn't make me want to dance, if it doesn't make me want to fuck, or if it doesn't make me want to think about something, it's not going to sell. And I still believe in that principle to this day. But the other thing that he taught me was you gotta shoot for Pluto. All these niggas is shooting for the moon. Shoot for fucking Pluto, because if you shoot for Pluto and you miss, I mean, nigga, you might have made Saturn, Jupiter, whatever. You know what I mean? It's not just the moon; it could be Venus, right?
Yeah.
For sure.
Whatever. Like, shoot for Pluto, man. Like, don't limit yourself. Don't have limiting beliefs in your mental capacities because of what you come from. My name is Wayside because that's literally the street that I'm from. Okay. You know, you can call it's a different name now.
I didn't know that.
But before that, it was Wayside. No matter where the fuck I go in life, I will never forget where I came from. But don't let your origin or your genesis be a limiting belief on how far you can go. Don't have a ceiling.
Real
ever.
talk. Real talk.
Nah, for real, dude.
It's a good ass drink.
All right, what I do? Half cranberry, half.
It's a good ass drink.
You know I'm saying,
It's a fine drink right there.
very diligent. But nah, yeah, we came a long way, bro. Like I said, from the Gucci guy to Antonio. What made you want to switch names?
It was corny. The Gucci guy as a name is just corny. When I looked at myself and I looked at myself associated with that name, I just saw cornfields of corn shit, just yellow everywhere.
But at least you're honest with yourself. So it's like,
I was a child. You know what I mean? I just like. It's cool. Everybody changed their name. Nigga, Snoop Dogg changed his name how many times?
Nah, for sure. Snoop Lion.
I miss Snoop
Yeah,
Lion, bro.
Everybody changed their names, but yeah, like I was just like, nah, this is not a good representation of me. Yeah. Antonio is my middle name. You know what I mean? So it's like I just feel like it's a little bit more Rico Suave. I feel more sexy when women call me Antonio. Ooh, Antonio. You know what I mean? Like, I like that. When I would get in trouble by my mom would be like, Antonio. So it's just like, I don't know, man. It's like, I don't know. It's like not an alter ego, but it's like a different side of me. I feel like everybody got sides to them. But Wayside is where I'm from. I'll never forget where I came from.
No, that's hard. That's the street you grew up on. And always going to be in the back of your mind, no matter what you make. Wayside's going to be on that page.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
It's really dope, bro.
No, for sure, bro.
I think more people need to do that. Embrace where they're from and remember it.
Yeah, man, I'm not here to like put on this facade. At one point in time, I did. Like, I just wanted to look like I was having. I just wanted to look like I was so fucking cool. Like, oh, I'm the coolest nigga in the world. I fuck mad bitches, nigga. Mad stacks, nigga. Big chains, nigga. Like, cause it's like I looked up to that. I admired that. I admired rich niggas. I admired the rich lifestyle more than the gangster lifestyle, and I admired the gangster lifestyle too. I think every black kid at one time did. But it's like, nah, man. This is who you are, man. Stand on that.
All right.
Do you think, like, the culture switching away from looking up to, like, the money makers and the hustlers, and they're looking up to, like, the crash outs, like the shooters, do you think that's a negative impact on music?
I don't think it really changed that much. I think we're still looking up to everything that we always looked up to. I think social media is just publicizing it because controversy...
It's amplifying it.
Yeah, I'm about to say it's amplifying it because controversy is good for sales, traffic, and attention and money. So it's like, I just feel like there's still tons of youth that are looking up to a rich, lavish lifestyle, but being gangster was always cool. That's the whole spirit of hip-hop. The spirit of hip-hop is about rebellion. It's about saying, nah, like, we going against that and doing what we want to do. Like, that's the origin of hip-hop. But as far as this gangster stuff goes, I don't know, it's evolved. I would say, like, I think the admiration is relatively the same, but it's not the same code as it was at a previous time. You know, like the word crash out wasn't developed for no reason, and the word YN was not developed for no reason. It's a different kind of game. You know, like you used to squabble. You know what I mean? Like you shoot your squabble, woo woo woo, and that's it. Now nobody wants to squabble for real, and everybody got switches on the back of the Glocks. For real. So you got to be extra cautious and careful, because it's like, yeah, you might actually have some heart, but whether you got heart or not, you know, a bullet ain't got no name on it, and everybody having them these days. But I think I think it's being glorified to an all-time high due to the technology and due to the uncensorship. You know, everybody has access to see this, and you know, when you might not have no dad. You might not have like a real male role model or father figure in your life, and shit, bro. You might really look up to that. Everybody want to have a sense of importance and all that, so you know.
Damn.
He's spitting facts, bro.
It really is.
Yeah, it's
telling
true.
you how it is.
Nah, for sure. And
if your dad not in your house, you're being raised up by your mom. You're not getting those alpha male dominant traits in the proper way. Yeah. So you need that sense of fatherhood. You want brotherhood. Like when you growing up, you need all those factors. So if you're not getting that, you're going to go to the streets, because I want to know how to be tough. I want to know how to defend myself. I need to know how to survive. Your mom going to teach you how to survive in a different kind of way. You know what I mean? So a lot of kids get raised in the streets, and statistically speaking, I believe like majority of these households are single parent households, like 60%, around 60%. Children are growing up in a single parent household, which are ridiculous numbers. The divorce rate is at an all-time high. So obviously, principally speaking, we're not living right. But I mean, we in the last days, right? So I mean, hey, but yeah, that's what it is. You in a single parent household.
And most of the single parents are our age now. We are those single parents, you know. Luckily, none of us got kids, but
that's why you gotta take your time.
Our peers are those.
Gotta take your time, bro.
Man, if you kind of like saddened, you be on Facebook and you'll see someone posting something about their BM or their, and it's like, damn,
that's really all you see.
It's like you came to public and said all this, bro. Now I know all this information. Like that's crazy. Like
man, technology
it's
changed
insane,
things.
bro.
I don't think it's all bad though.
Nah, not at all, bro.
Thing was, like, after I'd run a fade with someone, 9 times out of 10 we're cool right after. We'll dap each other up, and it's like respect. I respect you for stepping up on your principles. You fought it out, and we're cool now. And like I've made a lot of friends that way too. And I feel like running away from that is just a detriment to just having principles. I don't know.
If you want another one, let me know.
I would love another one. But I mean, fades are still a thing. I mean, people are still getting into fights and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's a lot of guns out here, bro. I'm just being 100. I don't know. I feel like fear is at an all-time high. I think it's a scarier world that we live in. You know what I mean?
That's why I like just posting and ghosting, bro. Like, I'll post something, I won't even check that out. I'll go do something else. Like, I got other interests in life.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you.
Being on the internet the entire time.
I use the internet for business, bro. You know, that's the best thing you gotta do.
And just get your content out there too.
Yeah. Like, at the end of the day, I made a grown man decision, and I was like, who do I actually want to be? You know, like, I wanted to be a rapper, and then I ended up being an engineer, and that turned me into a studio owner. But it's like, I had to make a grown man decision where it was just like, all right, I might not make it rapping, but I know I want to be in this fucking industry. I'm going to get in where I fit in, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's what I did, and I took what I could do, and I tried to enhance it as much as I can.
I think you've done a pretty fucking good job.
I was about to say that, bro.
For real.
Like,
hit the
and then
mark.
To add on top of that, back to the whole YN and, you know, all that movement. You know, I looked up to the gangster lifestyle too. I'm like, I don't want to be no bitch. Fuck is you talking about? Da, 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 da. But it's like, yo, like, do you want to be a father?
Yeah.
Do you want to be a good big brother? Like, I want to be of service to my community. What impact are you going to have to your community? Everything in life is about relationships. Say what you want. We can talk all this love and enlightenment shit, but everything in life is a transaction between you, other human beings, and objects. Everything is a transaction of energy, time, and we can manifest that into money. But it's like everything is transactional. What kind of impact are you going to make on the universe, the world, the culture, your community? I made up in my mind in my early 20s, I want to have a positive impact on whoever I'm touching. I want to walk around with an energy of love and being of service to people. But not everybody's like that. But I wish more people were like that.
No,
being of service, you know what I mean? Just be positive in your community, homie. Like for real.
Yeah, for sure. It's easy to be positive. I feel like it's easier to be positive than it is to be negative. But people like to just be negative. I don't know. But I wanna while you're on here, bro, I do want to give you your flowers for all the shit, you know. I mean, while you are here,
Yes,
Pool, you know.
100%.
I mean, bro, you got me right for the last few years, you
Thanks,
know.
man.
I seen you get other people right.
Yeah.
You got my man's right. You know, my man's been in the studio a couple of times, and even though he's not an artist or nothing, but you still got him right type shit. So
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people don't get their flowers until they pass away. So I want to give you yours while you're still alive.
I really,
Yeah.
really, really appreciate.
Want to take a shot on that, bro?
I would love to take a shot on that. I really
Yes, sir.
appreciate
Yes,
that.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. To Antonio. Yes, sir.
Thanks, man.
I definitely need to get back in the studio soon. You know, as you can see.
Man, what?
Been a lot-
What's my
lot
record
going
you
on.
got that I know is a hit? What's my joint? Are we drunk yet?
Nah, for sure, for sure, bro.
Are we
Going
drunk
behind
yet?
for
Dun-dun.
touch-
Oh my god, bro!
Nah,
You and Toshiro, y'all crushed that record, yo.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
I'm not gonna lie, that
I'm
record
telling you.
is so good. We need to push that.
The vision I have for the music video, like I said, is like, you know, us walking into a party type shit, you know, fresh shit, tuxedos, people in that joint getting drunk as shit. And then, you don't know if you ever heard of Tavlo?
Teflon?
What's that song? It's like a high song, and she goes in slow-mo. It's like slow-mo type of song. Have you heard it? Like, I just want, damn, I forgot how it went. But anyways, a techno shit, you know, the music videos of those joints, how they act like they're drunk in the music videos. I feel like, bro, in the music video, you know, by the end of the joint, bro, we drunk as shit.
Oh,
that would
that'd
look
be wrong.
sick. That would
That'd
look
be pretty
insane.
wrong. That'd be pretty
Insane.
I'm saying,
I
bro.
see that vision, bro.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
Yes.
That joint.
On some Nico Bellic looking,
Yeah.
coming out the bar looking. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
That don't be crazy, bro.
I'm
so,
with that.
You know, I do like lawn tech type shit, and I'll go to customer houses that have big houses, huge ass houses. So I just ask them. I mean, the worst they can say is no. So
Yeah, so why not?
I hit up this one dude, and I was like, "Yo, do you care if I use your backyard for a music video?" He had like a 3-story house, nice ass house, 40,000 square foot lawn, so that's an acre. In the backyard, had the pool with a 3-story patio. I was like, that'd be perfect, bro. He was down for it, but you know, it's always the wife. So, yeah. So the way he was texting,
Hawaiian activity
Yeah.
on this property. God damn it! Fuck.
nah, bro. He was like, "Oh, I'm so yada yada," but I gotta ask my wife. And the text.
Karen came out.
But it's all about how you pitch it to the wife. Because you'd be like, if this blows up, our house value would go up. Because
That's
it's
true, bro.
where the video was shot.
Yeah,
Like, you
old
gotta
folks
think.
though.
This
So,
This
you
man
know.
trying to raise our property value.
Yes.
Woman, you don't see
He's
that?
trying to help, man.
And
Come
I was
on,
offer
people.
some money to him too. You know.
Oh, you offer some bread to him
You
too?
know, because and that's the first thing I'm gonna say. They might be like, "Let's do it for free," you know, but. You know, you gotta take the brand of people are nowadays. So
So
business is
bread.
business. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
But we're gonna find that
about
house,
bread.
bro. Once I find that crib, bro, we're gonna.
Hey,
You know,
man, I'm here for it.
that's gonna be the craziest video,
Bro,
bro.
you used to be at some legendary parties in high school, bro. Like, right after high school, too. Oh, my God, bro. You used to be
Crazy.
sending me them addies like, bro, party over here, bro.
Hey,
You
yeah.
want up here. I was like, shit.
Bro,
Oh,
I
man.
remember-
Bonfire parties, bro. Just crazy shit.
what was that one with at See It? It was like a Southern Maryland baseball thing.
Nah,
Everyone
that's funny as shit.
typed to me saying they thought I puked in that picture I posted on Instagram because
Yeah.
I helped that dude push his truck out of mud and the tire like spun in all the mud and I was right behind
Oh,
it and that
funny
shit
as
went all over me. And fucking Steph snapped a
That's
picture
crazy.
of me. He's like,
Nah, I'm gonna find that.
drunk ass fuck. We're gonna put it on the screen. Don't worry. I look like gone, bro.
Nick was hit, bro.
Like my soul left my body that night, bro. Like.
Bro, I'm telling you, man. When I see this,
I gotta see this joint now.
bro, this dude is filled with mud, bro. Oh my god, I don't, bro. Back in the day, I could say around 18, 19, I probably was getting like 400, 500 views per Snapchat, just people waiting.
Yeah,
for
bro.
those
You
crazy
had motion. A
And
lot of it.
I would post the addresses. Don't even go to them joints. I'm just promoting them bitches, bro.
Just promoting parties, bro. Yeah.
Bro.
Oh no.
It looks like you got
Bro,
shit
done.
on,
Chat.
Done.
Y'all see
No.
that, bro?
Out.
bro. Why does it look like you got
Bro,
shit
this
on?
man's got
Out.
the party. Bro.
Out.
I was like, what the fuck? Them parties,
That's
bro.
really tough.
But yeah, like I won't definitely help anyone again with that. If they come and ask me, hey, can you push my truck out of the mud?
Can you
I'm
get
like,
the
I'm
complete
good.
fuck out of my face?
Yeah, bro. My
Good, I'm
shoes,
taking
bro.
that.
What about my shoes?
Yeah, dude, I had the brand new Yeezy I just bought too.
Damn, yeah, the Yeezys.
Yeah, when they were hype.
Damn.
Oh, I was butthurt that night.
Man.
Yeah, I get the fade on that one.
Actually, I wasn't
for
butthurt
real.
because I didn't like realize what was going on.
You woke up the next day and was like, God damn, what happened?
Fuck,
But your fucking bed muddy as shit.
dude, why is there mud everywhere?
Jeez, bro. It is crazy, though. We did go from those crazy ass party, living those nice to homebodies. Honestly, bro. I just got to go to
Get
bed.
older, man.
Yeah, man. I
Get a
love
little
it. Though.
older, you realize it ain't about that no more, bro.
Nah,
You know
for
what I
real.
mean?
Man, hop in my bed when I want to type shit, you know. Why would I leave this house when I got to pay rent for 30 days?
I be going to parties on business. I be like, yeah, my artist is performing here. You know what I'm saying? I'm networking with some clients.
That's the only time.
I don't like going to the club no more. It's not my scene for real. Like,
I can agree with that.
it's boring, bro. Like, you going to a club to dance, and it's just like, what, you trying to leave home with something? Like, you got
Shit, most of the time, people don't even be dancing. They just
yeah,
be
everybody just be
standing
on their
there.
phone smoking a blunt, and it's just like, I don't know. I feel like that's a DMV kind of thing, cause like my
100%.
homie
I do that at
Edwin,
home.
shout out to EJ Edwin Jackson. He's in Japan right now. He's like, nigga, fuck America, nigga. Come to the club over here. They be dancing and fucking. I'm trying to make it like, as soon as you get in, bro, just it's like they're actually having fun. Like over there, everybody wants to look cool and look like they got bread. Nigga, fuck all that flashy ass shit. Niggas is over here dancing, dressed normally, and having fun in the club, bro. I'm telling you, it's a good time. Like, hey, man.
I went to Texas and we went to a club and they was
Yeah, same,
it
bro. I
was
went to
turned
South
up.
by Southwest. We was in Austin, Texas. I went to clubs and like different lounges and shit. We was on 6th Street. Nigga, like niggas was actually lit. Like
Yeah,
dance
bro.
battles
DJ was going
on.
crazy.
Shit, we went
bro.
to Mexico. We went
They
to a
was
few
going-
clubs.
It must be a DC thing, a DMV thing, bro. I guess so.
I don't know. I feel like this area is a little bit more tense, like a little
It
bit more
is.
Yeah.
aggressive.
Yeah.
It is.
Like I feel like,
100%.
like especially like you go to 8th Street or U Street, like you gotta like be on timing, bro. Like you can't like be out there like looking
So I
goofy.
can't wait to go on a vacation.
You
can't
gotta
be
know
like,
where
yeah,
you're
you
going.
gotta be like,
I'm trying to
you
be
gotta move with
dancing.
purpose.
Yep.
You gotta like be stiff in the face, like nigga, stare at me if you want to, bitch. I know one thing, like you know what I mean?
For real.
Have you been
Nigga,
to the
I
Rex?
lift.
Have you been to the Rex?
The Rex.
I mean, I give the Rex props. I mean, there was people.
That was
I ain't
fun.
never,
People-
I ain't
the
never
Rex
been there.
is
No,
kind of
it's
fun.
in Leonardtown, so
Yeah.
when you walk in, it's just a little restaurant, bar type shit. Then you walk into the back and it turns to like a whole 2-story
Like
club.
nightclub.
Yeah, bro.
Word.
It's
And
right-
on some nerdy shit, they got a card shop there too,
yeah,
bruh.
yeah.
I need to stop by there.
Pokemon, sports
Some,
cards. You know, now, so right now, I can say there have been a lot of friends that, like I said, the Pokemon and sports card shit been popping off. A lot of money going to that shit. So,
Yeah, endless
you
new
know,
joints.
That's pretty raw.
nah, for sure.
I mean, I still got my Pokemon card collection.
okay.
Shit,
yeah.
I'm just
I'm
doing
mad though.
it.
I ain't never got Charizard, nigga. Like I always wanted Charizard. Nigga. I
Bruh.
can never get the Charizard
I
card.
can.
Like
I think I agree with you on that one. I don't think I ever got that one.
I never got the Charizard card. That's all I ever wanted. You know what I'm saying? But my shit deep though. I got a cool 100 cards sitting
Okay.
somewhere in the
There you
drawer.
go.
Nice collection. Clean.
shit.
Little cobwebs on it, but below.
Matter of fact, I think I gave it. I think I gave that shit to my nephew. My nephew Miles. He's like super into Pokemon.
You probably came up off you.
What am I gonna do? With it?
Sold them bitches.
By the time I have kids, they be like Pokemon, nigga, Pokemon, nigga. Shut up and buy me an iPhone 18.
Nah, for
Father.
real. iPhone 30 probably. God damn. No, iPhone's coming out fast nowadays, bro.
Hell yeah. I can't wait to have kids. I just feel like I gotta enjoy my 20s first. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
But it's not even about that. Like me personally, I want to like establish a certain kind of lifestyle before I have the children. Like I don't want to put them in no predicament where like shit might not be alright.
That's
So it's like I don't want their like obviously everything's a risk and you always gotta take risks, but like we can calculate and you know estimate what's going on. You know
Yeah.
we can be reasonable about this. So it's like, you know, I want to make sure I got this much paper. I want to know
Yep.
that this is going on in my lifestyle. I
Yep.
have this setup, this setup, this setup. Shawty is set up like this. Me and Shawty's connection is on this type of level. I want to choose my children's mother like very selectively. Like I want to be careful. Like
I feel
I
that.
don't want to get divorced. I don't want to be in that statistic of like just another fucking relationship that failed, and we got married prematurely, and now we co-parenting and some other shit. I don't want to do that, and nothing wrong with the people that do. Like, I mean, because there's a lot of successful co-parenting situations where it's just cool.
Right.
But I feel like it's too normalized. I'm a little bit more traditional as a man, so it's like I want to have a wife forever. You know, like I really like want to die with my wife, and I want my kids to like always know like mommy and daddy
100%.
was like holding each other down no matter what, through good times, bad times. But I don't want there to be too many bad times. That's why I'm like trying to take my time, sacrifice my youth, working hard. I want to work hard through my youth, building my value, building my power in the world. So that way, when it comes time for me to actually be a family-oriented man, it's like, this shit a breeze.
Yeah, no, for sure. But I wish more people thought like that. I feel like our society
That's honestly
be way
the route
better.
I've been on, for real.
Yeah, man.
So I've been kind of just sticking to myself, just trying to get on my shit.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I'm in my 20s, bro. I've been having fun. You know what I'm saying? I'm traveling. I'm about to go to the DR and stuff. So you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm trying to
let's
go
go
on
ahead and
vacation
experience all these things now. You know, on the solo mission. You know what I mean? Before we go into Disney World and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
On the outside looking in, I do be wondering what goes wrong when, like I said, on the outside looking in, I'm not trying to say I'm judging anybody like that, but I do be wondering what goes wrong in between that people keep breaking up, and BMs and, baby fathers, they keep, it seems like after everyone has the kid is when things go sideways, and I wonder if it's the pregnancy or is it after the pregnancy is when things go sideways.
I think it's like two things, bro. I feel like mental illness is at an all-time high.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's a lot of people dealing with depression, anxiety, separation anxiety, abandonment issues and stuff like that. And
That's huge.
We project our insecurities and our flaws in quirky ways, you know what I mean? And that can be toxic over time when it's repetitively done. I feel like cheating's at an all-time high now. You got Tinder at an all-time high.
Bro,
you got Instagram vanish mode going on and all kinds of shit, sharing location.
It's devious out here.
It's real devious. I feel like technology kind of fucks shit up. Like,
It really,
because it's like women have so many options, bro. Like, you got 5 niggas hitting any girl that's like a 7 in the DMs daily, if not more.
If you're just an average guy, you just like compete.
And then, there's the whole narrative of I want a high value man, and it's just like, bitch, you just need a man. Like,
it really ain't worth all that.
But yeah, I'm about to say times are different though. But I think mental illness has a lot to do with it, and I also think it's due to just the opportunity to be with anybody at any time. There's always an open line of communication to a new person that you think might suit your needs, or you think might be more of this, or might be more attractive, or this and that. And I get it, Kami. I'm in the same I'm in the same rabbit hole. I'm in the same rat race. I live in the same world, these people do. But that's just my perspective.
Yeah, no, definitely. I can say from the time that I was 16 through 18 till now, social media definitely promotes a lot of things that you shouldn't be getting promoted to nowadays.
Yeah,
it's like
vanishing mode and shit like that.
Yeah,
No,
like,
100%.
It's like Sin City, but on your phone now.
Yeah.
It's like two worlds, man. You got the real world and you got the metaverse. So it's like these people have these lifestyles built in this meta world, this digital world. Because it's real too, and it manifests things in the real world. You know what I mean? But it's like they get so deep into this meta world, man. It's like sometimes it seems like the physical world doesn't matter as much. My man, chilling.
You're always part of the show, bro.
Hey, yo.
Chill.
Hey, yo, we covered that.
What the fuck is Lil Man on, bro?
This is a segment we call Lil Man.
We need a Lil Man cam, bro.
But yeah, man, I do gotta ask you, what's your top 5 artists? Any genre, doesn't matter. No, it doesn't have to be. You don't have to be like in order.
I feel you. So I'm gonna just start hip hop. I feel like I got like a more solid list. I haven't thought about this as much as I should.
Yeah.
But number 1, 50 Cent. Okay. Number 2, Notorious B.I.G.
Yes.
Number 3, Lil Wayne.
Okay.
That's a good
Number
choice.
4, Jay-Z. And number 5, sorry y'all, Drake. And then nah, I don't. actually, well, I mean, it's not as underground, but like who I'm fucking with right now is kind of like not as mainstream. Right now, I'm fucking with Lil Shimmy, Skrilla. Hold on, give me 1 second. Lil Shimmy and Skrilla have really been like on my list.
That man is wild.
I've been listening to Bloodhound Lil Jeff, but I don't think like I would like put him in like no top anything. Baby Kia is going crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I've been listening to a lot of Baby Kia, just to get that YN energy out of me. Where's Having? I've been messing with a lot of Florida rappers. I've been hanging around with Shiro so much. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Where's Having and I don't know, bro. I mean, shout out 1900 Rugrat though. Dude going crazy right now. You know what I'm saying? Shout out 1900. But like, as far as artists of all time though, man, Michael Jackson definitely on that list for sure. Ski.
Shoot. Okay, I got a question that maybe. And you don't have to answer this if you don't want to. You know, I want to be competitive, or I want to take this the wrong way. But who's the top 5 artist that came into your studio?
In my studio?
No one take this the wrong way.
I could just feel this nigga staring at me like, be careful, nigga. Be careful, nigga.
Yeah, he's not even listening.
No, I'm talking about something. That nigga said, yeah, so who's your top 5, nigga? Fuck that top 5, this nigga. He got shit that plaque, nigga. Nigga, I still don't know the business, right?
Nah.
That's crazy. That's fucking
crazy.
Top 5. I mean, first off, I gotta put Zanman on there because he's like really my favorite artist in real life. Like I really fuck with Zanman music, his style, his creativity, his wittiness, and how fast it comes is just insane. I'm not gonna lie, I really admire him for that. I really was banging his music. Shout out my little brother, Cardo. Rico, he put me on, and you know I'm really happy to have a relationship with bro, and you know what I'm saying, and be able to work on some substantial records. That's really cool to me. So Zanman probably coming number 1. Number 2, I don't know. I can't put them in an order, but I'm gonna just list down some names. Can I just list down names? We gotta be like a 5.
Yeah.
All right, that guy Toshiro. Toshiro goes crazy. His music is so unique. His flow is so unique. He's versatile. He can do a low rap, like regular rap kind of tone. Then he can go to the Playboy Cardi, Ken Carson world. He can do rock and roll, alternative rock, R&B. He can sing. He can rap. Bro's just hard. Like bro's genuinely hard. And he made music that's for the times. After Toshiro, I had to shout out Kabir. Kabir make get money hustler music, and that's what I resonate with. I love waking up in the morning hearing about getting some cheese, but he has a gangster tone with it, but he's with the times too. His lyricism kind of is like unparalleled for real.
Kabir. Shout out Kabir.
Who else have I been working with that makes music that like I really be banging? Steffi, I gotta put you on the list. 'Cause I've been banging your shit since we was on since the shed. Really, I've been watching your music videos while I'm working. You know, you don't know this, bro, but I be working on like so in my parents' house. I used to have this like, well, no, it's the same shit. The 65-inch flat screen TV. I put whatever I want on there, and then I used to have like the 2 monitors and shit.
Yeah,
I be working on records, bro. Your music videos be playing in the background and shit. Like you walking past couches, smoking blunts and shit. It was cool. It was a cool little vibe. But you have a lot of records that I love working on. Are We Drunk Yet is my favorite right now. I'm up on Capitol.
Yeah, I made that on my birthday. I literally haven't went to no engineer since I started going to you.
I know.
I can't trust no one else. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And who else am I really fucking with right now? Hold on, I gotta.
Shout out Steffi.
Shout out Steffi. Shout out fucking Steffi.
Shout out Steph.
It's somebody. It's somebody that really need to get their roses right now.
And while he's looking for this person, shout out Summer Solo.
Shout out Summer, bro.
Boy be cranking that rock and roll shit he be doing go crazy.
Shout out Summer Solo. Shout out Najee. You know what I'm saying? Najee is a really, really sick artist. Shout out Brandon Moore. Shit, man. Like, it's so many. Shout out London Kiyoshi. Shout out Cartier. You know what I'm saying? Free Cardo. Shout out Plug Love. That's a lot of artists that be coming through, man.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm gonna leave it at that.
Shout out Simply Nick.
Shout out Simply Nick. Shout out Jay Benzo.
You know. I've been trying to tell this boy to get back in, bro. I'm telling you, he was the next Post Malone if we really pushed him. And you know all the marketing schemes now, bro.
You really have
so,
a dope voice.
Not for
Like,
real.
you really
bro.
do, bro. I'm not
Appreciate
gonna
that.
lie.
A lot of potential.
Your natural tonation of voice is pretty nice.
Yeah.
Like when you're singing for real. So.
No, that means a lot, bro.
Yeah.
Especially coming from you.
Hey,
Thanks,
you
man.
can check his shit out, bro. You can find him Simply X Nick on Apple Music, Spotify too, right? I'm assuming, bro. And he got a music video on YouTube. But I'm gonna keep pushing him and pushing more shit out because he cranked, bro. I'm
Hey
telling
man,
y'all.
Steffi, is it okay if I hopped in the tank top, bro?
Oh yeah, do your thing, my G.
Oh, you got the white beater on. You need a monster too, dude.
Yeah, I do.
Man, so yeah, what you're playing after today? You got any more dope artists coming in tonight? You don't work on Sundays, do you?
Yeah, so I got Brandon Moore coming in at about 11, but I got I just got into this trading travel company called Envision U. They do trading in Forex, cryptocurrencies, and stocks. They got products like mushroom coffee, which makes you feel good as shit, little sprays that'll help you with your diet or go to sleep if you want to. Yeah, man, they're a dope company. They're actually the people that I'm going to be going to the Dominican Republic with in June. They do meetings on stock trades at the Gaylord every single week. I'm having a meeting with my mentor, Stefan, and me and TJ, both of us are about to have a meeting tonight, so I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to run a cool session at about 11 o'clock p.m., and I'm working on Kabir's album right now, so like that's been like my main priority. Like last night, the reason why I'm late here is because I was slumped because I was grinding all the way up till about 11 a.m. from like 2 a.m. on two songs, and it's like he's forcing me. I don't mix anymore. My partner William Bowser does my mixing, but on certain occasions for certain people that just really won't go to anybody else, like it's just gonna be that, I'll mix for them. So Kabir's one of those people. We developed a sound for him. And I was grinding like 8 hours, cool 8 hours on like one record type shit, just trying to make sure it sounded as good as it possibly can sound. And you know, it seems a little bit inefficient to put that much time in to one thing, but it's about the craft. I'm a craftsman. It's about my craftsmanship. It's the fact that I got this as close to perfect as possible. Because you gotta think, man, we make music. Music, when you drop a song, it's a prototype that's then mass duplicated and then mass distributed. But you gotta make the prototype as stable and as perfect as you possibly see it fit. So do your due diligence. All you gotta do is do the right thing one time. You just gotta make something really, really good one time. Whole life change.
100%.
So it's like, why would we not take the 8 hours, the 10 hours? And yeah, shout out Ami, baby Ami. Shout out Ams. Yo, we used to sit in the studio all night long, night after night, mixing over, fixing this, fixing that. I like that perfectionism stuff because it shows that you care. It shows that you actually want to compete. That's what it's about.
You know, now you just give me an idea. I feel like you'll be able to find me a powerful woman that can come on here and, you know.
Oh, definitely.
So,
man, you should get Carmen on this podcast.
If you could find a powerful woman for me, you know, to network with and get on here, and you know, I'm not against women power, bro. You know, a lot of women out here are powerful as fuck, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, I got some alpha women in my life.
For sure. Shout out my girlfriend, you know. Hey, shout out Dutchy. That nigga crank.
Dutchy, oh my god,
bro.
I can't believe I didn't mention his name. Yo, Dutchy, yo.
Yeah.
This dude just worked with Flock, KP Skywalker, and Zanman. We just did a listening session for his album. Dutchy go crazy, bro. Effing no Dutchy. Effing no fly niggas only, you hear me? Yeah, effing no Dutchy go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We got a joint rap star.
Yeah.
We got Popcorn Films making
Shit,
it.
his whole group go crazy for real. Zell and his man Swan
Yeah.
go crazy. I just did a video for Swan.
Say shout out Popcorn
Shout
Films.
out Swan though. Yeah. What video was it?
Road Rage.
I got gas if it's smoke, man. Might pull up in that.
Yeah, you was playing that shit last night, but I was stuck in my head. Like,
We had the snake on the mic and all that. Yeah. That was crazy, bro. We put the snake on the mic.
What is you doing?
Somebody's upset, bro. Damn.
Your segment already passed.
He wants more time, bro.
For real. You gotta hit me for that.
Yeah, you gotta chip in, bro.
Shout out my man Dutchy. Man, like I said, there's a lot of niggas out here that's putting in that work. A lot of people that y'all need to look into. You know, Maryland just won box and we're trying to expand ourselves to get outside the box. So if you listen to this joint outside of Maryland, bro, don't be scared to listen to other artists. I know DMV kind of quite sound the same with a lot of people, but there's a lot of artists that definitely has that versatile sound to them, and we ready to sprout for real. You know what I mean? And this man right here doing the job to help us get to that point for real.
Yeah,
So,
I heard this thing of like when you're in the DMV trying to have a music career, it kind of feels like like you're in this world where it's like crabs in a bucket. Like you can only go but so far, and then people are gonna try to like hold you back and not be as supportive as you need to like propel you into I guess expanding your demographic. How y'all feel about that?
I'm sorry, little man's just distracting the shit out of me. What was the question again?
No, so saying like I've been hearing this concept because a lot of artists talk about this, and a lot of guys that's in this industry, they're just like the DMV is like a crab in a barrel mindset. Like it's like you can only get so far until there's a ceiling where like you don't get the support that you need to expand, and it's like people will rather like tear you down than to propel you forward or farther than they can go. It's like, they don't want to like they want to see you do better than what they could do. So
100%.
the love turns into hate after a certain point.
yeah, and I feel like every state honestly probably has that, to where their state artists are sitting there trying to get outside their box and they just can't, because it just gets to the point where everyone sounds the same in their state. Like for example, I'm not gonna name. I ain't gonna name. But I could say a couple people that I had listened to, like Spinrilla Days type shit, where they was crazy on Spinrilla, but Spinrilla was more of a DMV type based app on your phone. But let's speak of these artists now on the industry based level of Apple Music, Spotify, and you see that they obviously not doing numbers that they did on the Spinrilla days, because they just didn't get out. They wasn't able to get outside that wall that they needed to get out of. It just there's a couple artists, a whole bunch of artists. So I'm not trying to downplay no one, but there's also people that reality is just here. You could be honest. So yeah, I definitely seen it, and it kind of sucks because they was once your favorite artist, and next thing you know, you haven't listened to them in so long.
It's like, damn, what happened?
Yeah.
It was like that for with Q the Fool for me. Like, I used to listen to Q the Fool all the time. Yeah. And then I know where like it just kind of like died down. I wake up one morning, I'm like, damn, I haven't listened to Q the Fool in like 2 years.
Yeah. No, for real.
Like, what's going on?
I used to go into GTA 5 and always put collard greens on the radio and just cruise around drifting on the game, bro.
Yeah. Nah, Schoolboy Q though. Schoolboy Q did his thing though. Yeah. You talking about Schoolboy Q collard greens?
Yeah, Schoolboy Q.
He made it. He made it.
That shit. That's a blast, bro. Nostalgia.
But not Q the Fool. Let me see. You should know Q the Fool. Guns. And
yeah. I know Q the Fool. I learned from him from GTA though. That was the crazy thing.
Yeah. Let's see. A couple of other niggas. I say Light Show is one of my top artists. I think 2017, 2018, he was my top artist on Spotify that I played. What's that song? Ice Cold, Shooting with the Stars. All his albums crank for real. That was the only DMV artist that I knew that could take a remix. Like how Lil Wayne took those remixes of other people's beats and
he made the dedication.
Killed them bitches, bro.
Light Show.
He still does.
White chalk.
Yeah, that nigga. Crazy,
Lil Wayne still crazy on all the
bro.
remixes he makes. It's crazy. He doesn't stop.
Every time he's on the feature, it's like, is this Lil Wayne's song?
No, sorry for the waits.
Sorry for the waits. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Sorry for the waits went crazy.
Man, Lil man crank. Crank. Fucking, I've been listening. Who today I listened to? Fabulous.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. I haven't listened to Fabulous.
Heard a Fab song in a minute.
If you go back to his old category, you're gonna realize that those songs that you was listening to as a kid, it was him type shit. He, you always had those females that had the craziest chorus and hooks, and it was always him. Like I was listening to this shit today, I was like, God damn, he was the one that made that song. What the fuck? That nigga cranked Lloyd Banks. Fucking I can go for fucking T-Pain, of course.
T-Pain go crazy.
He was only 18. He was doing that shit, bro.
T-Pain without auto-tune.
He can't sing without auto-tune. Like, bitch, watch me.
Yes, bro.
What was that joint? Masked. You ever seen that show,
Masked Singer?
Yeah, he was on that joint. And that boy.
No one. I don't think anyone knew either. None of the judges guessed him.
That boy can sing like crazy. A lot of females too. Beyonce was tearing up the early 2000s. Keisha Cole. who's shorty off of Black Eyed Peas? I forgot her
Fergie.
name. Fergie, she was tearing it up. Black Eyed Peas was tearing it up.
Oh my god, nigga.
bro.
Boom, boom, boom.
Man, for real. And they was the versatile. Like, you know, you had the whole hip hop talking about the gangster rap money, this and that, and you had those
stay
niggas
solid.
turning you up type
They
shit.
stay
They had-
solid.
they-
I missed the Black Eyed Peas before it like got like super digital. I'm talking about like pump it louder.
Nah, for real.
Pump it louder.
Another nigga that was mad versatile, Flow Rider. That nigga,
Oh,
bro,
man,
he
what?
knew. That nigga knew
What?
what
Apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur.
My elevator. Nah, Flow Rider had the game in the chokehold for real.
Bro, I remember.
Like, no, Flow Rider really had the whole industry like, shut the fuck up. Say anything, bitch. Say anything. I'll kill you right here, right now.
I remember on an old flip phone they had like the first like meme cat video, and it was to that song, and the cat was like shaking its digital ass. Dude,
bro.
like,
Bro,
Oh.
he's nice for life, for real. Those songs are
crazy.
amazing, bro. Who else? We had Sean Kingston, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. I got to work on one of his records.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, but the relationship with the client I was working with, he acquired the feature, but I was working with somebody that was like, you know, indie artist.
Sean
But
Paul.
that relationship went very,
Sean
very,
Paul.
very left.
John Paul.
Yeah.
How'd it go? How love did it go? the stretch set him up.
Gotta go off the road and hit a tree.
Imagine working on the same song for 2 years, and the person keeps trying to buy studio time instead of just paying for the record to be mixed, in which you wouldn't even have to pay for studio time because you just paid me this price one time. I would make any amount of corrections that you ask of me, and we could be done with it. But instead, you don't want to come up off of $200, so you want to keep buying recording time and in the session trying to do all these edits yourself when you could have just got the mix and sat down next to me and made all those edits on a schedule
No.
for like 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Get to the point you just stop calling. Like you just start ignoring the calls. Like, yeah, I'm done with this.
I can only imagine.
You're gonna give me my stems to my files.
We talked
Bro,
about
I already gave you your stems. You didn't download the email.
We talked about all the good shit that you've been doing. I can imagine all the shit that you have to deal with in the behind the scenes. Of niggas, bro. You know?
Yeah, there do be a lot of wild stuff. I've seen some interesting things go down in the studio.
You know, you can tell us one good joint,
Yeah,
bro. You know,
come on.
I had a rapper
Exclusive?
come into back when I was working at Quality. I had a rapper come into the studio with crack.
oh,
Nigga really pulled crack out his socks like a bag full of crack rocks. Like on some, you want one? Like, what the fuck is this guy?
Hey, it's bold.
You brought him?
Hey,
yeah.
This nigga was you?
It's a bold first move, to say the least, bro.
Yeah.
Oh
got
my
cokeheads.
God.
You got cokeheads that be like wanting to snort coke in the studio. You gotta kill that shit. You know what I mean? Niggas be up in the cocaine dime bags and shit.
Oh my God.
Trying to like pull a key out, like pull out like this little ass spoon. It's like, hey,
Oh,
None
God.
of
let's
that,
make music.
Yeah, just go to the bathroom or something. Like, be respectful, dude. Like,
What else?
Sheesh.
A couple crash outs. You know, you damn near get into like a physical altercation. I remember one time, it was like when I was just interning for Will. This father brought his son to the studio, and the son was just trying to do his shit, but he had his own opinion about how he was making his records, and he like actually sounded dope the son's way, but the dad was just so stuck in his ways on some like Michael Jackson daddy shit. You gonna do the song, you gonna do it right. Like, okay, dad, you got it, dad. But he was doing that, okay, dad, you got it, dad, for like 45 minutes to an hour. Eventually, he was like, all right, dad, I ain't no bitch now, nigga. I said what the fuck I said was cracking, like.
Oh God.
And so me and Will just looking at each other like,
oh
They
shit,
paid.
it's about to go. It's about to happen.
Watch out for the equipment. God,
Grab the
damn.
camera.
Will's over here laughing like, you bring it, you buy it.
Oh my God.
That was an interesting situation. Oh, people be coming to the studio with guns. I remember I had some YNs come. It was 3 of them. And he was like, hey man, you mind if I rap with my gun? It gets me where I need to be, da 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 da. I'm like, bro, I really don't give a fuck what you do. But yeah, so he I'm thinking like he gonna pull out like a Glock or like a SIG or a Taurus or something. This nigga pulls out this fucking AK-47 looking ass, this fucking AR-15 with fucking mods, scopes, goddamn beams on it. Nigga, he had half of it going down his sweatpants.
Oh my God.
And the other half going up his hoodie. And I'm just like, bro, like, Come on, guy.
So basically, it wasn't a question.
An assault rifle.
He's gonna pull it out regardless.
Yeah, man. Bro,
Sheesh.
people be like, randomly, you just in a session doing your job, whoop, whoop, whoop. They start making content. 2 poles come out immediately.
Pull out an RPG.
I'm like, how did we get this elevated so fast? So fast.
You ever had a nigga not try to pay you? Probably the worst.
Yeah, I don't really care about that. Because
On looking.
yeah, it's few. It's few and in between. But I go by this, right? That's just a risk that you take. I started this business from nothing. Well, I wouldn't say from necessarily nothing, but like I really started by myself. So I let people pay after the session is over instead of requiring a deposit or requiring that you pay the whole thing up front, because that's an incentive. That's an incentive to build client and employee trust. You know what I mean? Like, I want to have like a relationship with everybody I'm working with and have a trust factor, knowing that you respect my work, you actually appreciate what I'm doing. I can expect you to pay me on time. When you don't do that, when you walk away, 1, you might not get your files, and 2, you're not going to get another session until your balance is taken care of. So it's like, sure, I do take a risk in doing that, but I also receive a lot more business by putting my neck on the line. And you know what I'm saying? Maybe I do appear more vulnerable, but if I always have motion, you know what I mean? The few far in betweens where a nigga don't respect it, it's like, well, you'll never make it back here. And here's the thing, you're not going to get what I present to the table anywhere else. And it's not just the $4,000 Tube Tech CO1B. It's not just the $2,000 STAM C800G. I mean, although those tools ain't cheap and they're not in every single studio that you pay $60 to record an hour in, I feel like I do provide the most bang for the buck, but it was never the gear, it's the ear. I've been studying my entire life to be an asset to an artist's catalog. So it's like, ruin this relationship if you want to, but I don't forget faces and I don't forget names that much either. So yeah.
So, man, if you listening to this joint, my boy, don't do my man's dirty. Press space bar a couple times through your session, so you know.
It's like, nigga, don't make me drop these dry raw vocals.
Simple
Let
button,
me tell the
delete your
world
files.
you really sound like.
You want your files, don't waste your time. I go to the studio if you're not gonna pay them. That's kind of stupid, But so don't waste my man's time.
One thing I would love an artist to do is to like get a hard drive or an external hard drive, man. A lot of artists make records and they like just leave all their session files staying in the studio, and it's like, that's a risky thing, because like, what if that computer or hard drive got corrupted and you just losing all your shit because it's like a year didn't pass, so you never like asked for your masters, your session files. For all the artists out there, I would definitely recommend bare minimum a flash drive, a thumb drive, but you really want to get a hard drive and like request your sessions after you're done with your sessions. Like, get them uploaded to something that you are in possession of this, because if I'm not mistaken, the person that owns the original session files owns the masters of the record until you are signed. So if there's a legal debate or a legal situation and you got to go to court proving ownership of some shit, you don't even own your masters. That studio owns your masters until you take your masters. You know what I mean? So I would definitely recommend like getting an external hard drive, so that way if something happened over there, you don't have to worry about it, because you got it over here and it's backed up. You don't want to lose your work. I hear so many stories about artists like neglecting studios, neglecting their work, and then 6 months later, it's gone. They're just like,
and for the
got your MP3, my nigga.
for the Jimmys and Joes that's gonna be wondering, what's the average size of a file? Someone come to your joint, they got a file, a little hard drive with them. How big is the file gonna be when they move it to their space?
Depends. It depends on how big the project is. I mean, did you lay down 60 layers of harmonies and background vocals and ad-libs, or is it a 2-track mix or a 2-track recording session with 2 channels of lead vocals and 1 channel of ad-libs? It depends on how big the project is itself. But I would say, if I was to average it, your MP3 is going to be about 3 to 7 megabytes. Your WAV file is going to be in between 70 to 150 megabytes. And your overall folder with all your session files, the project itself, like the session file, backups possibly, and your bounces and renders, that could be anywhere from little as 500 megabytes to, I've seen as big as 12 gigabytes. So, I mean, if you get an external hard drive, you should at least have 512 or a terabyte on there. I mean, I wouldn't settle for getting a hard drive, paying money, and not having at least a terabyte. That's 1,000 gigabytes for y'all that don't know. But
yeah,
a terabyte for
shoot.
sure.
Now when someone's sold, they're like, dang, I want to go to the studio. Where would they go?
Oh, you said what?
So someone's sold now, and they like, dang, this podcast is selling me, but now I want to go to a studio. How much is an hour that I would go to a studio? What's the information that you need to let them know?
Oh, shoot, if you want to come to Studio Wayside.
You know?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, how can they contact you?
You know?
Okay, cool. So, first off, my artist page is Antonio Wayside, or, my brand page, my personal page is Antonio Wayside. On Instagram, the name of my business is called Studio Wayside. It's located on Leonardtown Road, Waldorf, Maryland. The website is studiowayside.space. And Studio Wayside also has social media as well. But you can book a session simply by Googling Studio Wayside. My website will come right up. The IG pages will come right up. You can schedule your session. Session time goes for $60 an hour. We also offer mixing and mastering. $150 for mixing, $50 for mastering, or you can bundle it together for just $200. William Bowser does all my mixing. Daniel Shores, Grammy-winning engineer, does the mastering. And William Bowser is very decorated himself. William Bowser is a 7-time Billboard charting and 7-time platinum engineer. I just got on Billboard myself last year once. Imagine doing it 7 times. So come
His team
holler at us
is
if you need
immaculate,
it.
bro. His team is crazy.
Oh no, it's definitely like the Audio Avengers for sure. But most people don't get their music mixed and mastered, so it's just like, hey man, shit. But when you go the whole process, you really do all 3 steps. You're built to compete. You actually can make it happen. You gotta believe in the song. You gotta spend the money. It's a game, man. You gotta pay to play. It's like going to the casino for real. But if you got faith, like that's something that happens a lot. Like, do you fuck with this engineer? Do you like this? Am I doing this right? And like, sure, I'll take on the producer role and tell them, no, this is bad. This is good. This is really good. But the overall record, you gotta believe in your records. You gotta trust it. You gotta have faith. You know what I mean? Belief over anything, man. Believe in your records, because nobody is going to believe in you more than you. Nobody's going to feel your records, feel your energy more than you are. You got to sell it. You're the one making the content. You're the one pushing and promoting. So make sure that you keep a strong spirit in that aspect, because that's really going to propel you beyond certain boundaries and certain ceilings that other people can't break through. They can't break through those thresholds. But the power of spirit and faith, you got to have conviction behind what you're doing and move with purpose. You feel me? Have conviction.
Real, bro.
Stand on it.
Let me say, while we're talking about promoting ourselves, let's talk to my man Popcorn Films. He is the guy that, you need some videos and you get out the way, some music videos.
Always contact me. Hit up my Instagram.
Affordable guy.
Films.
Yep, bro.
Yep.
He can do everything for you. I can say my man's Nick. He's a very talented guy, bro. He does our cover arts and everything too. So
Shout out
yeah,
Nick.
show.
Simply.
Yeah, bro. Right price, he probably can get you out the way too, bro. Bro can do anything, bro. He's a fucking walking computer at this point. Hey, you want any features too? I'm an open guy for features, man. I just try to shoot out the DMV. So as long as your energy is reaching my energy and we have the same, picture at the end of the time, we can do anything we want. We can combine, But
shout out Pootie, man.
Yeah.
One of the best, hardest
Pootie
videographers in the DMV. Music videos, podcast games, shit. Holla at your boy. Good pricing.
Boy be dripping for
and
no reason.
Unparalleled video editing skills.
And he's a rapper.
Yeah. We need to figure out what his hair
And he's a
conditioner is,
rapper.
bro. His hair be curly and like that, bro.
His music is on iTunes.
Yeah,
I'm going to plug that.
Yeah, bro. You got my man's Popcorn Films did his first video. You can find it on his page on YouTube, bro. Look, we
Same
a
place
podcast.
you can find this podcast.
Yeah, we full entrepreneurs, bro. We all trying to go up, and that's our goal at the end of the day. I'm glad we was able to get you on here, and you can open up and show people that you can start somewhere low as a dream and idea with your mom, where she told you need to push yourself, and look at you now. You're in a whole place by yourself, and let's talk about, you are the only person in that studio that's doing all the work. So you up there grinding. You just said you was up since 2 a.m. to 11 a.m. working on someone's own stuff, and that shows that he does have the potential and just the energy to push the shit out that you need to get done. If you're not happy with your engineer because he ain't putting the right work onto your shit, he just told you the address, he just told you the price for the hour, what you aim for.
Tight.
Yo, shit.
I want to get to you real quick, bro. Now,
Yes,
I know
sir.
you've done a lot of sensational content and work, but, bro, it's just one thing that you did, bro, that I just feel like is a classic and you just need roses on.
Let's get it.
Cal Chapo, cornbread and grits.
Yes, sir.
flowers
Appreciate it.
Cornbread and grits. That's what I serve, nigga.
Thank you.
I love that video. It's simplistic, But every angle, every transition, every cut, the depth of it, the choreography of it, the movement, everything about that video I love. I play that shit for fun. I recorded that song. I didn't mix it, but I gave him some sauce. I call that sauce.
It came out good, bro.
It came out sounding really good.
Shout out Cal
I
Chapo.
feel like the cohesiveness of the audio with the visual aspect, it was just like, oh my God, I'm so happy with this. This is what I want to feel like every time.
Who you think made the cornbread?
My guy.
Guess I was just up in Glocks and pulling that bitch out the oven. Cornbread and Chris, nigga.
But nah, bro, man, this was a fucking perfect episode, man. You explained everything I needed to hear, bro. I learned some new shit about you. I didn't know that Wayside was a street that you came up off of, and then I'm gonna definitely keep
Honestly,
that in
didn't
my
know
head.
that either.
Yeah,
So
man. Yeah.
you know. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's hard.
You
I never
took that jump?
Look,
Nah, but I can't say who did.
hey, bro.
Shout out who did though.
Yeah.
Shout out who did though. You a real one, bro. Just
You know.
texted me today.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, man. But
You love
yo,
this drink, bro?
Huh?
Yeah, you got some musical inspiration to get in the studio after this, bro?
Yeah,
Keep
it makes
feeling.
me kind of want to get some certain songs mastered.
Yeah.
I got in the boat. Me and Cam were listening to one. I was like, all right, yeah, I'm on.
Hey, look, I'm honored to be here, bro. For real, man. Like, thanks for really.
We're honored to have you.
Yeah, for real,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, bro.
You know, I know you've been telling. You called me the other week talking about how you liked the other episodes. So it's cool to have a supporter / a guy I support too. I look up to you as well, bro. You know,
Thanks, man.
like I said, you do all my work. I don't see myself ever really getting on the PC and doing FL. I was on FL Studios, so I don't really see myself doing that work when I just go to you. You know, I'd rather just pay you for the hour and you just get me out the way, bro. I mean,
Yeah, man.
You make me sound good, and I appreciate
Nice
you for
of
that,
you,
bro.
bro. Yeah,
for
bro.
sure. No homo on that.
No Diddy.
Shout out to Smoke Break Podcast, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
No Diddy stuff, man. No baby oil. No baby oil at all.
But,
No baby oil here, bro.
You know.
Don't worry about it.
Happy 420. Happy
420.
Easter.
Yes, sir.
Happy Easter.
Happy
Happy Easter.
B-Day, Grandma. You know, we had a good day.
Shout out to my mama.
Yeah. Yeah, let's get it.